This is the second part of such Sheller, a walk through the woods, and I am walking on a half-fallen tree, trying to get over it. These trees have all fell into a pinnacle point. They're all alive too. That tree is like hanging on to that tree, and that tree is like hanging on to that tree, and that tree's like bouncing onto that tree. I'm just saying, they're all water oaks. Technically, if they got their act together, they could all grow together, be one happy bunch of trees. Water oaks are really, I wouldn't say it's a tree you would want growing next to your house. They have a shallow foundation, and on roots, their roots are shallow, and they grow extremely fast, and they're short-lived. They only live for about 70, 80 years. So, good lumber for stuff, supposedly. Make excellent firewood, but in the long run scheme of things, they're not that great of trees. I prefer live oaks. I've only got a handful of live oaks on my property. Well, right now would be the time to look for live oaks, wouldn't it? Oh, the leaves are down. So we're going to head back over here into the wetlands. On the high end of the wetlands. Wow, dude. This whole ground is matted in mushrooms. Little mushrooms. I'll have to go look them up in my mushroom book. Seriously. Come through here. Just see what we can find. Walk through the woods with such a bird. Big thing I try to do is relax when I'm walking through the woods. Try not to stress myself out. It's always a bad thing. Situational awareness. I'm willing to bet that right there is a pileated woodpecker coming in here on the ground and tearing that up. Let's give him a hand. Feel like that. We'll be back. So yeah, getting back in here. Trying to get to the other corner of the property back here on the back. So I really need to, if I'm going to designate and make trails on the back, I need to figure out how I'm going to make bridges. This would be the time of year to make the bridges. Because during the summer I couldn't tell what stays wet and what doesn't. So, there's an aircraft. What stays wet and what doesn't. Oh yeah, I'm willing to bet that's a pileated woodpeckers. That thing's about ready to fall. Yeah, I tore that tree apart looking for food. It gets harder to look for them to look for food as the time goes by. Still haven't made it back to the corner. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Across all this. Oh, look at that. I was over here a week ago. There wasn't this much water back in here. I was at that stump. I was figuring out if that stump was light or not. Good source of resin wood, and it is. Except it's all flooded now. Thing about when it's flooded is there's the stuff back in here is there's less bugs. See, I think there's less bugs. Who knows? Hear all sorts of birds in the trees. That right there was a pileated woodpecker. See if we hear him again. Oh, here's the pileated woodpecker again. Hanging out in the swamps, it's just showing. Oh, look at this. I found myself a trail. Let's follow the trail. See where it goes. But the trail goes to the highway. It's been through here. Oh, something majorly's been through here. Let's see where it stomped down everything. Weird looking tree. Bunch of fallen trees. I think I'm reaching the property line up here. Yeah, on the other side I am. Right about here is my property line. It goes all the way back over there. Come back here to the corner. I cut this trail. It's been a minute since I came back in here. Huh. Tried to cut the trail on the high ground. If you look, you can zoom in on it. There's the corner marker. Right there. So that's the corner of the property. It's more open back here. It's like, I don't know, it's cane stuff. So, gonna head back up. Walk through the woods. So all that over there is inundated in water. So what I don't understand is how that loblolly right there is making it in such a wet environment. It's just making it. I didn't think they like wet feet. Might be a little bit of a high ground there, but I'm pretty sure loblollies don't like wet feet. There's another one right there too. So, bunch of other sweet gums and hollies and what else we got back? We got a bunch of weird trees. Oh, so never ends. Question is, how are you gonna get out of here? I'm gonna go this way. Go up along the property line. Along the property line it's weird how just right across the property line it's not wetland anymore. But right back in here it is on my property. And the property lines are like straight shot. We're walking. There's some madness out here. Never ends. Ugh. Must be an airport nearby. A small recreational airport or something. Always aircraft flying by. Always aircraft flying by. I'm waiting for that day when I run into some big game wildlife or something. That hasn't happened yet. A dismal, busy swamp. Should give this swamp a name. I don't know what I should call it. I should let my kids decide what I call it. I'll walk through the woods. Oh man. Wow, I'm really in it. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get across up there. I know if I keep going that way, there's high ground. If I keep going this way, it says sump ground, this lowland. Type of stuff. Walking around in the woods. Ugh. Oh man, this place is crazy. Some crazy stuff in here. Do you hear them? Up there tapping. Hear the woodpeckers. Oh, they're right over there. On that tree over there. Never ends. It's pretty cool.